Shri Sai Satcharita, Chapter 38, Part 2. Somebody may raise a point here and ask, did Baba distribute vegetarian and non vegetarian food as prasad to all his devotees? The answer is plain and simple. Those who were accustomed to non vegetarian food were given non vegetarian food from the handi as prasad, and those who were not so accustomed were given vegetarian meal. He never created in them any wish or desire to indulge in this food. There is a principle that when a guru himself gives anything as prasad, the disciple who thinks and doubts whether it is acceptable or otherwise goes to perdition, future misery. In order to see whether any disciple has imbibed this principle, Baba at times put them to test. For instance, on an Ekadashi day, he gave some rupees to Dada Kelkar and asked him to go in person to Korhala to get meat from there. This Dada Kelkar was an Orthodox Brahmin and adhered to all Orthodox manners in his life. He knew that offering wealth, grain, and clothes, etc., to a Sadguru was not enough, but that implicit obedience to him and prompt compliance with this order was the real dakshina that pleased him most. So Dada Kelkar dressed himself and started for the place. Then Baba called him back and said, don't go yourself, but send somebody. Then Dada sent his own servant Pandu for the purpose. When Baba saw him going, he asked Dada to call him back and cancel that program. On another occasion, Baba asked Dada just to see how the saltish biryani mutton dish was done. The latter replied casually that it was all right. Then Baba said to him, neither have you seen it with your eyes nor tasted it with your tongue. Then how could you say that it was good? Just take off the lid and see. While saying this, Baba caught his arm and thrust it into the pot and added, take some out of this, leaving aside your orthodox ways, and taste a little. When a wave of real love rises in a mother's mind, she pinches her child, and when he begins to cry, she hugs him close to her bosom. Similarly, Baba, in a true motherly way, pinched Dada Kelkar in this way. Really, no saint or guru will ever force his orthodox disciple to eat food forbidden in his religion. The handi business went on for some time till 1910 and was stopped thereafter. As stated before, Das Ganu spread the fame of Baba by his kirtans far and wide in the Mumbai presidency, and people from that part of the country began to flock to Shirdi, which became very soon a place of pilgrimage. The devotees brought with them various articles for presentation and offered various dishes of food as naivedya. The quantity of naivedya offered by them was so much that the fakirs and paupers could feed themselves to their heart's content, leaving some surplus behind. Before stating how naivedya was distributed, we shall refer to Nana Sahib Chandorkar's story, showing Baba's regard for local shrines and deities. Nana Sahib's disrespect of a shrine. By drawing inferences or guessing in their own way, some people said that Sai was a Brahmin and some say that he was a Muslim. In reality, he belonged to no caste. No one knew definitely when he was born and in what community. So, and who was his parents. Then, how could he be a Muslim or Brahmin? If he was a Muslim, how could he keep dhuni ever burning in the masjid? How could there be a Tulsi Vrindavan there? How could he allow the blowing of conches and ringing of bells? How could he allow all the different forms of Hindu worship there? Had he been a Muslim, how could he have years pierced and could have spent from his pocket for repairing Hindu temples? On the contrary, he never tolerated the slightest disrespect to shrines and deities. Once, Nana Sahib Chandorkar came to Shirdi with his sadhu husband of his wife's sister, Mr. Biniwali. When they went to the masjid and said before Baba, the latter suddenly got angry with Nana Sahib and said, "You have been so long in my company, then why do you behave like this?" Nana Sahib at first did not understand anything and humbly requested Baba to explain. Baba asked him when did he come to Kopargaon and how he came to Shirdi from there. Nana Sahib then at once realized his mistake. He usually worshipped the shrine of Datta on the banks of the Godavari at Kopargaon on his way to Shirdi. But this time he dissuaded his relative, who was a Datta Bhakt, from going to that shrine in order to avoid delay and drove straight. He confessed all this to Baba and told him that while bathing in the Godavari, a big thorn went into his foot and gave him much trouble. Baba said that was a slight punishment he met and warned him to be more careful in future. Shri Sai